Hello everybody, I'm Merisu the Art Sheep, and thank you so much for checking out this video. And today we are drawing the lovely, the beautiful, the most elegant character of all Persona 5 series, Noir, aka Haru Okumara, aka La Beauty Thief. Haru is probably my favorite character in Persona 5. No kidding, I absolutely adore her. And I love her character's persona, Milady, so which is why I also decided to draw her as well. Yeah, best character, best persona, best everything. I absolutely adore her, which is kind of funny because for the longest time I didn't even know she existed. So I actually got into Persona 5 when Persona 5 Royal was coming out because I knew nothing about Persona whatsoever. The only thing I knew is that a lot of the artists that I started following along with, and a lot of the music artists that I started following along with started singing the songs from Persona and started doing doing a lot of fan art of the characters. And the ones that I always kept on seeing was the ones that I saw fan art the most of were Ren, Kasumi, because Royal was coming out, so obviously she was really big, and then also Ren, Joker, main protagonist. I don't know what you call him. In the manga, his name is Akira. In the anime, it's Ren. And in the video game, you can name him whatever you want, and I usually call him Masato, so I'm just gonna keep calling him Ren from here on out. But, yeah. So that's how I got into Persona, is just, like, liking the art and stuff, and I started collecting like a lot of images from it, and I think I wanted to watch the anime, but I never got around to it. But because the art was really my only way of experiencing Persona 5, I didn't really know who Haru was because she wasn't really drawn as much compared to the others. Like, I think the only characters that I saw outside of the ones that weren't mentioned were Goro Akechi, and I think Ryuji, and I think Yusuke, emphasis on think, and oh, Futaba, I saw Futaba, and Makoto. So yeah, it really was every single character except for Haru. But then when I ended up getting a Nintendo Switch, I ended up getting my Nintendo Switch for the sole purpose of playing Code Realize, which is a visual game, but I realized I probably should have a little bit more video games than that to actually make this purchase worth it, and Persona 5 was going to be coming out on Nintendo Switch and also Steam, and I was like, that's a golden opportunity, because it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I ended up pre-ordering it, and while I was waiting for it to come, my brother made me watch Persona 4, and at first I did not like it, but then by the time I got to the middle, I was actually really enjoying it, and I really did like the characters, and Persona 4 is really fun, and I've never played the video game, actually. I've watched the anime, and I watched cutscenes of the video game, but I actually haven't played it, so I might play it when I'm done with Persona 5. Emphasis on might. Might. Because right now I'm playing Persona 5, and if you want to see me stream it, then you can watch my live streams, because that's the video game that I'm going to be doing. Although, it's not going to be probably for a while, because I got a few things that I need to work on first, and one of them is this speed paint, because this was supposed to come out on the 13th, and now it's coming out on the 18th, and wouldn't be so bad if the fact that there was supposed to be another speed paint that was coming out yesterday on the 17th, so I'm 2 speed paints behind. Yay! That's always so fun. No, it's not. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna get behind schedule, and I did. So, I mean, I technically already got a little bit behind on schedule, but then I was able to catch up super fast, so hopefully I'll be able to do it this time, but I am a little bit more further behind than I was last time, and last time it was like only 1 speed paint behind, so I didn't even count it. This time it's 2. And then also, I actually got a commission from La Friend, so that is always good, so I need to work on that, and that is what I'm going to be doing today, in addition to uploading this video, which hopefully will be coming out on the 18th. Hopefully. But until then, it's just gonna be like, whatever. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, Haru is one of my favorite characters. When I started playing the game, it is kind of funny, because I thought the only characters I would like are the main protagonists, and I didn't really know who else I would like. I thought I wouldn't like Yusuke at all, actually. I don't know why. I didn't dislike his design or anything. I didn't think he was bad. I just wasn't sure, because I was like, I don't know, he looks kind of weird. Not as design wise, it's just the way he was coming off. But then when I actually got to his story, I'm like, I actually really do like him. He's fun. And then when I got to Makoto, I ended up really liking her, and I ended up really liking Futaba way more than I thought I would, because I thought I'd actually hate Futaba, because I thought she was just going to be the, oh, I'm so fun and quirky girl, and yeah, she isn't like that, but she's got a little bit more going on with her, so that makes her actually fun and nice. I actually don't like, so when I'm playing as the main protagonist, I don't actually like romancing Futaba, because it's just weird. It's like romancing your sister. It's weird. So yeah, I actually don't do that romance route when I am playing the game. Because yeah, there's romance routes in this game, which is, I guess, another thing for me to like about it. And then finally, when I got to Haru's, I actually really did like her. She was like, oh my goodness, she's so cute, she's so pretty, I like her story. A little generic, to be honest, but I do like it nonetheless. And I like the fact that she's girly, but at the same time, she's got like a exciting side to her. Like, she likes gardening and pretty stuff. Like, she's always dressing very feminine, very nice, very classy, but at the same time, breath, she says she likes horror and action films. I don't like overt violence, I don't like horror, but nonetheless I like it when my female characters like them, because it's funny. It's absolutely funny. And she's not liking it because she's like, oh, I'm not like ever girls. Like, there's some girls who are, you know who I'm talking about. It's like that goth, or not goth, but like alternative girls. She's like, I don't like anything girly whatsoever. I like horror films. I don't like princess films. Yeah. We get it. But like I said, Haru's got some very girly things to her still. Very pretty and elegant. And then her persona. I absolutely love her persona's design. It's big. It's got a big fluffy dress. And then underneath the dress is a bunch of guns and things that go boom. It's fun. And because I actually don't suck at the video game, which is actually another reason why I ended up liking it. I only got it because I wanted to play, because I liked the art and the style, but I ended up staying because I actually didn't suck at it. So that's fun. And yeah, I actually was good at it. And Milady, I can say, is actually a pretty good persona to use in your team, because she got some good abilities. She got psychic, and I like using psychic, and she got gun abilities. Those are always so fun. And I forget if she's got any healing abilities or not, because I was gonna say, is like, maybe I just like her because of her design. Maybe that's why, because sometimes if I like something's design, I try to make it useful, because I just like the design so much. But then again, I don't like Carmen's design. It's fine, it's just mostly the face. The face kind of looks like a puppy dog for some reason. I don't know why. What was that time? What kind of noise was that did I make? But yeah, I don't really like Carmen's design. It's not my favorite, but I do like its abilities, and I do like utilizing it. But, no, Milady is probably one of my favorites to use in combat, and it's definitely got my favorite design. I do like Cendrillon, though. So many of my friends hate Violet. They absolutely hate Kasumi. I don't blame them. I can understand it, but I don't hate her. But probably because I didn't play Persona 5 at first. My first experience was Persona 5 Royal. So I didn't have the same experience that everybody else did. I think the biggest thing that people don't like about her is that she seems kind of forced and then kind of too perfect. It's like, oh, she's all like senpai and stuff, and which, to be fair, the more I play it, the more I can understand that, but I still like her. I still stand Kasumi, and I love her. I do like her persona, Cendrillon. But it is kind of funny because it doesn't quite fit into the rest of the characters' themes. I think the second persona that I end up liking, I don't actually like Robin Hood very much. I like Loki, though. And I'm talking about my party's personas, not the ones that I use. For myself, I probably like, well, because I played the, like, special version, I ended up getting all the, like, protagonists from the previous game's personas, so probably Izanagi Picaro is probably my favorite to use in combat. And I kind of have to admit I end up using it, like, a little too early. And I end up wrecking people visits. I also use Izanami. I think that's its name. That really, really powerful one. Which is kind of funny because that one's persona level is lower than the Messiah persona. But that one's more powerful. I don't get it. I don't understand how it works. I don't really get the leveling system. I just know and suck at the game. I'm not an expert at the game, folks. And yeah, that's me talking about the game and my love for Haru and my love for Milady. Let's talk a little bit about the drawing. To be honest, it was actually first supposed to be just Haru, but then the background was looking a little... I thought of just doing a white background, but that just looked so plain. So I thought I would try to do something that was a little more. So I had a Milady there because, like I said, I like her design. And Milady was a little hard to do because she's got no head. She's got no head. And yeah, I just drew the head and then just erased it. I mean, not erased it, but didn't take it in. I drew it in the sketch, but I didn't draw it in the line art, so that was definitely made it a lot easier, which is the way you should do it if you want to get the mask in order. But nonetheless, I thought it was like, it would be easy after that, but it wasn't. And then all the frills on the dress and like the mouth, like the lips, that was a little hard. And there was also the gloves. Like the gloves wouldn't normally be hard, but just because of the way I did the pose, it was a little bit more harder than I thought. I actually have a sketch that I did a long time ago of Milady and Noir, and I actually really did like it, but it looked a little too generic. It's also really old too, and sometimes I end up doing that where I put a drawing in the back burner because I don't really want to work on it because there are other things that I rather do, and then I end up kind of forgetting about it, and I can't end up pulling it out because it's now too old. And I guess my skills, I don't know, improved or something, so because of that it's like, I'm not sure this will work anymore, so I just kind of have to kiss it goodbye, and that's what happened with my old Haru sketch. So goodbye, Haru sketch. Hello, new Haru sketch. And I gotta say, this one worked really good. The only thing I wish I would have done is I would have wished I made the dress open, because I do like the angry face that's filled with, well, it's not really angry, it's more of maniacally laughing. There's a whole bunch of missiles and guns and ever boomy things coming out of it. You can't really tell right now, but the stick in the hand is at the wrong angle. I'm gonna fix that later. Because, yeah, there's a whole bunch of little details. You probably would have not noticed them, but I did, and that was what was most important. Because I absolutely hate it when I notice something, and I don't change it. I hate it even more when I notice after I upload the drawing. Which, speaking of upload drawing, hopefully will be uploaded today. I ended up getting a little bit behind on schedule. This drawing was supposed to come out on the 13th. And then there was another drawing that was supposed to come out on the 17th. So I am 2 drawings behind. And after this drawing, I got a commission, which I'm very, 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 very happy for. So obviously I'm very glad that I could do that. But because I do need to finish up that, then that's a little bit more stuff that I gotta work on and such. And as for the background of this drawing, I was originally going to do just like a purple background because that's kind of Haru's color scheme is purple, which is kind of weird because I first thought it was pink, but then, oh yeah, psychic. Because that's one thing I actually like. I like how each of their gloves match up with their attributes. So you got Curse for Ren, so red. Well, technically Fire's also red, but they didn't want to do red on red, so they did pink for On. It also stands out more better against her red cat girl outfit, which the biggest thing I don't like about On's design is the mask. The mask looks a little weird too, which is kind of funny because I don't like Pamper's mask and I don't like Carmen's face, so it's definitely the face area where it goes wrong for me. And then Ryuji's got lightning abilities, so he's got yellow gloves. Then Yusuke's got light blue gloves because ice, and then Makoto got clear gloves because nuclear. Futaba, she's a support, so she just can have whatever glove color she wants, and in the end, hers are green. And then Haru, best girl, she got purple gloves, because psychic. And then, Goro got white, because he's blessed. But then there's, something, it be like that, it do be like that. Another thing I like about all their costumes is all of them actually have a little bit of red in their design. Well, not so much costumes, more of the design. So with An, you got, well, the entire thing. For Ren, you got the gloves. And for Ryuji, you have the scarf. Mona actually doesn't have any red on it. He's the only one. Yusuke got red on his tail and mask. Makoto, who I also thought didn't have any red on her at all, actually does have red eyes. So she doesn't have any on her skull. No, not skull. Queen persona. Well, not persona. But you know what I mean. Her queen identity doesn't have any red on it, but she has some red on her. So I guess that's how you get your Reddit fix in. Which all the way, I also realized. By the way, I'm very upset to realize that her braid is just a headband. I thought it was her hair. You're telling me it's fake? Boo! Boo! Boo to you! I liked it being a braid. You can't do that to me. I refuse to believe that it's a headband. I refuse to believe it. It's just a braid. Like, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe my brother can't read Japanese, so maybe he was just saying this is what the braid looks like separate. I refuse to believe it is a fake hairpiece. Anyway, moving on. Futaba got her goggles, they're red. Haru got, she's got a red gem, and then also her outfit is pink and burgundy, which are variants of red in a way. And then Goro Akechi, he got a lot of red in his outfit as well. And then Violet, she's got red hair. So, there we go. We got our red down. It is funny that her code name is Violet. Because, and I know why they did it, because it has to do with her family name. And by her family name, I'm trying not to spoil anything. It has to do with her name. And, so that makes sense. But I don't know why they picked Violet to begin with. Because Violet's like a purplish, bluish color. It's just weird. Anyway, back onto the drawing. I wanted to keep everything very smooth and glossy. I was actually very much inspired by, some artwork that was coming out. Because I guess Persona 5 is doing, like, a big concert. Maybe it's for its anniversary, or maybe it's just in general, but, they're doing, like, a live concert of the music in Japan, which would be so cool to see in America. I actually did go to see the Attack on Titan concert, because the Attack on Titan concert, Beyond the Wall tour, the first time it came to America, it was just, like, all the known places in America, and the rest of the world, so, like, London, Sydney, and then for America, you got Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, etc. I think there was Austin, too. So, yeah, the very biggest cities in New York. But this time around, they were doing cities like Oklahoma City, St. Louis City, I gotta try to remember the other ones. I think they did Memphis? I don't know. So, yeah, they ended up doing, like, those kind of cities, and then, of course, around where I lived, too. We still had to drive pretty far, actually. So that was fun. But we ended up going to a very, very fancy theater, and it was very nice, and me and my brother really did enjoy it, and it was actually my first time going to any music concert, period, because I never been to a music concert. Like, I've never even been to a Christian music concert. Like, never, ever, ever. So this was my first experience, and I really loved it. I even got some exclusive merch. I bought the CD, and my brother bought, like, the standee thingy, which, honestly, I kind of wish I bought too, but it was too expensive. So, CD was all I could afford. I kind of wanted a keychain too, but again, like I said, I could only have one thing, and in the end, I wanted the CD. the only thing that was bad about the entire experience is that someone left during the intermission, which is fine, cool, I did too. But when they returned, they smelled like weed. They were either smoking it right there, or they just got back from it and they still smelled of it. And it absolutely messed me up, because I hate that stuff. I do not smoke anything, and I definitely don't smoke that. And the smell makes me so sick and nauseated. I thought I was gonna throw up, so it was almost a little hard to enjoy it, but I pushed through and I managed, and I stayed way past my bedtime because I don't like to be out late. But nonetheless, the experience was very nice. Anyway, what were we talking about? We're talking about Persona 5. How did I go on that Attack on Titan rant? That's why we love the sheep videos. You never know what you're gonna get in them, because I like to talk about whatever it is. Because it was kind of funny, because I was looking up speed paints on, like, that's, and I always call my videos speed paints, but technically speed paints by many people's definition doesn't have voiceover, it just has music. And, I haven't done that in a long time. I always try to do a little voiceover, because I like talking to you guys. I like talking, even if you guys don't like listening. Although I do know a lot of you guys like listening, so that's always nice that people like listening to me. Anyway, for Milady's dress, honestly, I kind of wish I call. At first, I was kind of having some uber regrets, because I was like, oh my goodness, I spent all that time with Saru, and now I gotta do this dress, and it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. And then I was like, it's gonna take forever. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I'm halfway done with it. It didn't take as long as I thought. I mean, it wasn't fast, but it definitely didn't take as long as I thought it would be. And it was actually pretty fun. The frills and ruffles are always a hoot for me to draw. And then I got to put like a little bit of a crushed velvet texture on the reddish part and stuff. And drawing the stripes on the puff sleeves. Those were always fun, and the stripes on the gloves were a little nerve-wracking, because I was afraid I'd mess it up. Because I should have technically drawn those stripes in the line art process, but I didn't. So I thought, just don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Do it on a separate layer so you can erase it easily. Don't mess it up. Just make it look nice. Make it look presentable. I don't really know what kind of fabric the dress would be made out of. I imagine a lot of silk, satin, and velvet. So that's what I was trying to kind of mimic. And then the corsety torso, chest part. Like, the white part, obviously, lace, kind of, a sheer, smoothie, nice, white, cottony fabric. I don't know fabric. I don't know textiles. Not at this hour in the morning, folks. But the black part, I'm not sure what that would be made of. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, if that dress did have a head on it, would the collar come up? Wouldn't the white part be coming up really high, like on the chin? Which, I have seen some dresses like that, so that might be the case. I also really do like that white back part thingy. I don't know what you call it. Again, fashion, not an expert at, especially in the morning. But it's the same kind of collary thing that Snow White has. And, I always find it funny, because when I was younger, I hated that part of Snow White's dress, but now I really do like it. I've incorporated it into my version of Misato as Snow White. And speaking of which, I have a Snow White review that's almost a year old. I need to get it out. I have a Tron Ares video that I need to get out. But I think I might just wait until I'm done with my 300 speed paint countdown, to be honest. Because it's just like, oh, whatever. But after this, I gotta do my commission. And then after that, I'm gonna hopefully be able to catch up. Because my next speed paint is due on the 25th. And then I got another one 29th. So I gotta see if I can do one in between that. So, this, my commission, then one speed paint, and then another speed paint, and another speed paint. So I got a lot of speed paints to do. Lucky for me, though, I have some that are in reserve that are already sketched. Like, not just sketched, but like, line art. So I'm just gonna probably do those, and they will be a lot easier. And even the one that I have due for the 25th, that's already sketched out sort of, halfway. I already got the pose, like, down. So, because of that, I might be able to catch up. I don't want to become so locked into my deadline for doing speed paints that it becomes unenjoyable, because honestly, this entire thing's been very enjoyable. But at the same time, I don't want to be that behind, because it is fun to give myself a challenge. And challenging yourself is good, especially if you want to try to be better. And which is funny because I actually recorded this audio once, and then I realized I had to do it again because the first time it ended up being too much. I ended up being too all over the place. So that's why if I repeated something that I said earlier and I didn't say it, or if I did say it and I'm repeating myself, words, what are they? I don't know. My point being is, if I repeat myself, that's why, because sometimes I forget what I record on the first time I did the audio versus my final attempt at recording the audio. It gets lost in the sauce sometimes. It do be that way. It do be ways that way. I don't have a script. I don't have anything to follow along with. I don't know what I did or what I didn't do. I just do. But that's what's fun about it. And that is what's fun about this drawing, is that I was able to just kind of do what I do best. Frilly dresses, girls, big poofiness, lace, frills. Well, there wasn't actually really any lace on there, although I did put like kind of a slight pattern, lace pattern on the dress of Milady. It's not like that in the anime. But I ordered the video game, but I did it anyway because it looks nice. And I added these purple light effects because, you know, it's like her being summoned. I did purple because that's psychic, so that's her color, I guess. And then, although I should have done some, like, bright, different kind of colors, since that's what the high psychic ability is. I know it's not called psychic, but that is what it is. I forget how you pronounce it. Mossy or something like that? I don't know. And then I added these pop stars to kind of fit with the Persona theme 5. I realized I forgot to make the little holes at the top because there's like this little lace ornate design on the top of the white collar part, and I forgot it, so hopefully I'll be able to put that in before I upload it, but it's not on the speed paint, folks, I'm sorry. And then I just kind of touched up some with some shadows, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And I had a lot of fun on this. It was kind of a challenge, but in a good way, a fun way, and I was able to really enjoy myself and just do what I do best. And yeah, it was a blast. I hope you liked. If you did, do all the YouTube things. If you did not, thank you so much for watching this far anyway. It means a lot to me either way. I'll be back with another one, hopefully real soon. Until then, bye!